Hello out there, it's your girl Unique Sunset, the Working Miracle, coming to you to bring you another review from my company, Best For You Product Discount Sales, where I review discounts of all kinds. Now today, guys, we have a new collaboration with Influencer. Now, Influencer and I have been buddies very closely for the last year, and we're going to go over one of the new products that they are promoting. This is going to be the Water Tone, Water Tone All-in-One. I couldn't see it. This is going to be the Water Tone All-in-One Foundation. Okay. Now, this foundation is supposed to actually be very sheer. It's supposed to be just basic for your everyday sheer tone. They have a spectrum of colors, as you can see. What I'm going to do today, I'm just going to test it out. I didn't plan to have a makeup day today, but we're going to do this and see what happens on just a basic face. As you can see, I have darker tones under my eyes and maybe around my chin area because, you know, that's the Caribbean in me. So we have darker tones and hyperpigmentation. So I'm not even going to do any color correction. I just want to see what the product will do. This is the box that it comes in. It's going to give you the inform here. And then you also have inside of the box, you have a pamphlet that gives you detail about the product and the purpose for it. And you also are going to get a description of the instructions on the inside on how to use the product. And then on the very inside, it's going to give you a list of all of the colors that are accessible with the Water Tone Forever makeup. So what we're going to do today is we're going to test this baby out now. What we're going to do today is we're going to test this baby out. Now, this is the box that it comes in. It's very descriptive, gives you all the information. It's not really that hard. What I noticed is in looking at this product, it is a glass bottle, so be very careful. Do not drop it. You don't want to crack it. There is a pump-like feature on the top. Now, sometimes I have a little bit of a concern with foundations that come in a pump top because sometimes they will splatter all over the place or like get in the way. What I would suggest is before you actually try it out on your skin, try it out on your hand first. Now, I tried it on my hand. It looked perfectly fine. I can't even see the difference in my skin and where the makeup begins. So I'm hoping that we get a great result. Now, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to warm up my face. Anybody who is doing makeup, you can use one of two products. You can either use a setting spray to lighten up your face, or rose water. For me personally, my face is already clear. I've already done my toner, my washing of the face, all the good stuff that makes us moist and beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to freshen up my face. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to freshen up my face with some rose water, okay? Very inexpensive. I got this off of Amazon for about 10 bucks. And I'm just going to spray it into my hand and just rub it on top of my skin. Now, the reason why you do this is because you want your skin to be moisturized. You don't want it to be dry and so hard that any product that you put up in your face settles in any kind of cracks in the skin, okay? Shout out to Good Molecules because the face is looking beautiful. But anywho, now that we're using our rose water and we've lightened up the face with a little bit of moisture, we're now going to get into some toner. Okay, now toner is really, now that we've gotten into moisturizing the face with a little bit of rose water, I am just going to take some primer for the skin. Okay, this is my e.l.f. Cosmetics primer. I love using this primer. It works very well. I have no complaints. My makeup sets perfectly fine. As I stated today, we're not going to do any color correcting. I really just want to test out the makeup and actually see what it's going to actually do. Okay, so with a primer, you only need a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this primer and I'm just going to pump a few pumps into my hand. I do have a secondary mirror and because I want to be able to see what I am doing, so just bear with me. And I'm just going to rub this into my skin. And I do all over the place. Because for me, I want my face to be flawless. And I don't want any concerns or issues with my makeup not performing well because I don't have primer on the skin. Because I notice when you don't have primer, you can then see like little lines. You can see where the makeup, they separate. It might not treat you as well. Now this is very satin. I love me some Elf Cosmetics. They are a very great brand. I enjoy working with their company as well. But today, the star of the show is Forever Makeup with the water tone. Okay. So now we've got some primer all over the skin. Just to make sure that the makeup lays beautifully. Okay. Now. So now, ladies, what we're going to do is I am going to start off with the brush, okay? And I have it on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to pat it through. And we're just going to see what it does to our skin. And so far, so good. I am actually liking it. It's very thin. It's not thick at all, but it is very thin. So I'm going to go over my skin very lightly. It's a little watery. It's not dripping watery, but you could tell it's very thin. But even though it being thin, it gives a very good coverage, I must say. And I don't see those hyperpigmentation marks as much that I had right over here on my chin. Now, ladies, I would suggest that if you are going to do your makeup, make sure that your face, your neck, and your chin match. I don't ever want to see you walking around looking pasty in your face with a dark neck. I feel horrible for females who have to deal with that. The smell of it, it's a little alcohol-y. I don't really care for chemically smelly makeup, but it's something to get used to. It's not really that bad. But I actually love the coverage. Auntie. Baby. Okay, Forever Makeup. The water tone. This would be great. I'm not even doing a full face. Like, this would be for a day where I'm not just really gonna use makeup. I just want a little bit of coverage just to even out my tone. I love that. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my sponge. I told you I'm gonna switch between the two, and I'm gonna just keep going back and forth under the eye. Now, ladies, when you put foundation on underneath the eye, please pat. Do not swipe. Pat, 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 pat. You want it to sit in smoothly. You don't want it to be patchy and streaks. Now, I've had to go back and forth like about 4 times with this, and I like that. Now, you see the difference. This is a lot lighter than this side of the face, so it's not that bad. I'm going to try one more pump, and we're going to work on the opposite side. Don't mind me if I look down. And I would like to say to my visually impaired friends, your girl, Unique Sunset, the Walk-In Miracle, you know I'm legally blind. So it is a blessing that I have the capability of being able to see and do makeup. See this beautiful green hair that I got in, and these wonderful colorful nails, which I did myself. I want to encourage you that you can do all things. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So I believe that you can all do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. Whenever I ask the Lord, I'm like, Jesus, can you do my makeup today? Jesus, I need you to do my hair. Can you do my hair today? And lo and behold, he gives me a great effect every time. And don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. But don't be afraid to try. You know what I mean? Don't be scared of who you are and what you can see. All right? I want to give y'all some hope that you can still function and feel normal without feeling like you are left out. You guys, I must say, I'm secretly about to fall in love. Like, I'm secretly about to fall in love. Now, I got hyperpigmentation under my eyes because of my Jamaican culture. Okay? So, it runs in my family. So, I go over the bottom of my eyes even when I'm doing concealer more frequently, because I want to make sure that I'm getting every little nook and cranny of that deep dark set tone. But in reference to how this looks, babe, this is amazing. Oh my God. I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh, what do you guys think? So far, so good. So what I would say is it has a little bit of a chemical-y smell, but that's to be, given with it's makeup. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to smell like roses every time. But in reference to the coverage, the lightness of it, it's very smooth. It doesn't bother me at all. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow for it to sit for a second. What I want to really do is get some pressed powder. This is my own pressed powder. They did not send this to me. It's Kiss Pressed Powder Caramel. And what I want to do is I'm just going to do a light brush, and then I'm going to set it with some setting spray by NYX Cosmetics. So, I just want to see what the effects are when I use my own product with it. And setting powder just really helps your makeup to look smooth. Be very careful when you have deep set eyes like mine. Do not put too much powder up under here, because you'll start cracking way too much. Okay? But normally I would do a color correct. And I gotta say, I did not have to color correct or anything. I could still see a little bit of darkness, but it doesn't bother me. Like, say if I'm generically going outside, I'm running an errand real quick, I just want to cover major blemishes. I'm not really looking to, contour and do all of that. I must say, I like it. Okay, I am really enjoying this foundation. It is extremely light. It's a no muss, no fuss. And let's see. Pretty good. Transfer proof. It really is transfer proof. I'm trying to do it on different fingers. It's transfer proof. So, yes, if you don't want to transfer makeup on your man and you want to make sure that you can put on a light foundation when you're just running an errand or going outside really quickly, and you're not looking to put down a full foundation or full of makeup, I love this makeup. So I would suggest, I approve of Forever Makeup with the water tone mixture. It's very light. It's a great tone on my skin. The color match is beautiful. I don't feel like my neck and my face are two different colors. And it does dry very quickly. It is not creamy at all. It is a very light texture, but it doesn't bother me. And the smoothness to the skin, and it's not transferring. So I love it. I would say go for it. And thank you for tuning in to your girl, Unique Sus at the Walking Miracle, with another collaboration with influencer and best for you product discount sales on the most recent product from Forever Makeup with the water tone. See you soon, guys.